Hola Familia. Looks like we are live. Welcome. Welcome to today's new moon workshop, ritual workshop. My name is Comadre Cristal. I am your favorite spiritual mentor, bruja coach. And today we are going to be working under the new moon to set intentions for the next lunar cycle. So let's dive in. Well, yeah, let's dive in. So, quick housekeeping. The chat's open for those of you who are interested in just chatting during the workshop. I'm always happy to answer questions. For those of you who are catching this afterwards, you can leave your comments in the comments, and I'm always happy to respond when I get a chance. Thank you all for being here. Quick guidelines, outline of what to expect today. So we are going to be first grounding ourselves, then pulling in the messages from Gus through the tarot cards. I will be pulling the tarot cards and channeling any messages that come through in regards to this new moon. And then from there, we will be writing our petition. We will be setting our intention with our candle. And after that, we will go into a little mini guided meditation to just help you ground, help you bring in, process the whatever messages came through. And then afterwards, this time I brought my cauldron. We will be burning our petition, and then we are done. So goal is between 45 minutes to an hour. So get comfortable. For those of you who brought your own candle, you can light it while we light ours. If not, that's okay. I have the collective candle here for all of you that was already set with the intention and poured with love by my amazing friend who makes these candles, Megan Lambert. So yeah, let's get grounded. Let's dive in and we'll begin. So my favorite method is the 3, 3, and 3. So that means you inhale for 3 seconds, you hold for 3 seconds, and you release for 3 seconds. But I want you to do more than just breathe. I also want you to imagine. I want you to imagine that while you inhale, you're bringing in positivity, love, light, fire, and butterflies. And then when you hold it, I want you to imagine that all that energy is traveling from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, tips of your fingers. And then when you exhale, I want you to imagine that you're just releasing and dumping everything that's not good for you, all that gunk, all that shit. Just let it go. We'll do that 3 times. I'll walk you through it. Eyes open, close. It don't matter. I just need you to breathe. Okay? So go ahead and get comfortable and go ahead and take your first deep breath. Inhale through your nose. Hold on top. And release. Let it all go. Drop your shoulders. Another big inhale all the way in. Hold on top. And release. Let it all go. Last one, make it count the biggest breath you've taken all the way in. Hold on top. Hold. Hold. And release. Let it all go. Drop your shoulders. Come to your center. Okay. That felt good. Okay, so diving in. So what's going on? Well, thank you, Spirit. You're right. First, I do want to be more intentional and set more intentions as we are going to be pulling in the cards, especially because there's a lot of energies that are roaming around. So I do set the intention that we are calling in our highest power of the highest good that will keep us and help us all stay in alignment. I call upon our spirit teams, our spirit guides of the highest good, of the highest light, to just guide us and show us the messages that need to be heard and that will help us stay on our path. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, now we can begin. So current energy. So remember, this is a collective. So take what you like and leave the rest. If you are in the current energy and nothing's resonating, that's okay. You're more than welcome to stay and see if there's still messages for you. And if not, there's other readers, there's other workshops out there. Go find what works for you, familia. Okay. So current energy right now, what's going on, Spirit? So right now, I'm feeling that there's a lot of kind of like confusion, stuckness is it's like the word that spirit's coming up. Like it's like there's this, yeah, it's almost stagnant, unsure what the next steps are. And it's not necessarily anything that you are all doing, it or like you put yourselves in this. It's almost because there's just so many things going on around us that it's causing us this fear, this confusion, this part of I don't know, should I move forward? Should I stay here? Should I try another adventure? Should I go on to another journey? Um, and this like it's so funny because spirits, I'm hearing this is regarding traveling, and not necessarily like to move, but it's almost like vacations. It's again, it's like this feeling of I need to try something new, and yet there's that fear because there is not there's no clear path. And the path that's in front of you is what's causing that worry, that despair. Um, and it's also because as I mean, yeah, you're right, Spirit. As I mean, there's just so much going on around us that's causing this turmoil. Things are falling apart. As I like to say, systems of oppression are they're falling apart. And and that causes a lot more of that anxiety and that causes a lot more of that turmoil. And so when we have these emotions, when we have this worry, this stress, that's what keeps us in that place of I'm not sure what I should do. It's almost like I'm hearing walking on eggshells, like unsure if this next step is going to make it or break it for you. This next chapter in your life or this new opportunity, and it's like again because it's so scary, it's so unknown. Um and because we're facing a lot of mm, not yeah, I guess the best way to put it is we're facing a lot of repeating patterns, a lot of mm, how do I want to call it? What do I want to addictions is like the word that's coming up. It's it's those patterns that we keep going back to that's not really for the healthiest options for us. So, for example, well, I guess not for example, what I'm trying to say here is our coping mechanisms are not the best coping mechanisms. And that is why sometimes we keep feeling stuck because it's a cycle of insanity. You keep doing the same thing over and over again, and yet you're expecting different results. But again, it's why like it's that cycle. Nothing's going to change until you change. Nothing's going to happen until you fix something. So if something's not working for you, we have to try something different. And that's what Spirit's saying. And that's what this new moon is really showing us of, hey, like we need to start setting intentions of changing things up, of creating new coping mechanism, creating new habits, because the habits you currently have are not the healthiest, are not the best ones. And if you continue on this path, that feeling that many of you are facing, that feeling that many of you are having of feeling stuck, feeling stagnant, feeling confused, feeling of I'm not sure what my next steps are. A lot of that has to do with just your habits, with your coping mechanisms, with the things that you keep doing and nothing changes. It's as I'm speaking as one of the things that Spirit is saying is like your vices. Like what are your vices? Is it shopping? Is it, alcohol? Is it drugs? Is it relationships? Because yeah, I just, thank you, Spirit. I just heard like there's so many people who just keep going into those unhealthy relationships, those relationships that are not really serving you. And a lot of that has to do with codependency. Oh, thank you, Spirit. And that another becomes another vice is the control. Here's the thing, familia, especially for my control freaks out there. You have no control. You have no control. So the fact that you feel that you have to control everything, control everything, that's just an illusion. That's an illusion. There is no control. The only one that has control over everything and anything is spirit, Gus, higher power. And so there again, this new moon is really showing us, hey, what is it that we got to let go of? What is it that what are those, what new habits can you create? What new routine can you create? What new opportunities can you take in action steps in moving forward to really set the intentions of those goals that you want? Excuse me. Oh, here comes the burping already. That release. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. So if that's the current energy, that again, this is the collective energy that I'm feeling from everyone right now. And so thank you, Spirit. With that said, what's going on with this new moon? What is it that we can set intentions for forward? Like, there's just so many things moving forward and so many things that you mentioned, Spirit. But if as a collective, if we can focus on one thing, what is that one intention that really we can move forward with? What is that intention? This new moon. But what can we use this new moon energy for? Mm, we got the Nine of Cups with the Eight of Swords underneath the deck. So you see that this is the energy I'm talking about. This is what I mean about that. Well, hold on. Let me start with the Eight of Swords that's underneath the deck. Because again, this is the underlying problem. The underlying problem is that self-restriction, that fact that you are putting yourself in this box. The thing is that you're aware of it. The thing, because again, like she is partially removing her blindfold. So you are aware of what you're doing to yourself that keeps you stagnant. You are aware of what you're doing to yourself that keeps you in your box. So I'm proud of you for being aware of it, because without that awareness, I mean, ignorance is bliss. So without that awareness, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be talking. And so I'm proud of you for having that awareness, familia. The thing is, again, because it's underneath the deck, it's knowing though, self-cause, self-cause. This message right here, particular for some, so for some of you or one of you got to stop blaming others for what's going on with your life. Because here's the thing, you put contribution to your own things as well. I am not saying it's your fault. I'm not saying to blame yourself. What I am saying is look in the mirror and take a look at what has been your own contributions. Because those same contributions, if you don't change those contributions, we're going to be in the same repeating cycle again. That again, hence the cycle of insanity. And so I really, Spirit really wants you to be aware of this, because again, that self-restriction is what's causing the anxiety. It's what's causing the depression. It's what's causing this feeling of I don't know, I feel stuck. But no one did this to you. You did this to yourself. I'm going to say this one more time. No one did this to you. You did this to yourself. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard to hear that sometimes. But Spirit's being very blunt and very honest here and saying, like, hey, you keep, thank you, Spirit. Oh, you keep wishing to win the lotto, but yet you're not playing the lottery. I love that joke. I love that joke so much about a man who used to go to a statue of a patron, a saint, always praying every day, dedicated, going to this statue of his saint, praying, please let me win the lotto, please let me win the lotto, please let me win the lottery. Until finally the statue came to life one day and came to him and said, my child, please, please, I hear your prayers, but please buy a lottery ticket. And so that's what I mean of the self-restriction. It's like many of you keep making manifestations, keep praying, keep talking to spirit, keep putting spell work, keep making these candles, begging, praying, saying like, hey, I want this, I need this. And but yet there's no action steps towards that. Yet there's nothing that you're doing. For I just hear for La Familia who again wants to date. You want to date, you want to put yourself out there, and yet you're not really going out, you're not trying to mingle, you're not even downloading apps. For La Familia who's trying to lose weight, the same. Like you want to lose weight, you want to get healthy, and yet you keep eating unhealthy, yet you keep staying on in the couch, yet you're not moving, you're not being active. For La Familia, I'm hearing for La Familia who wants a new job and who wants a new opportunity, and yet you're still stagnant. You're not even looking. And again, a lot of this self-restriction is not just it's not just the your stuff. Like also be aware a lot of it is your ego. So call your ego out. Call it out and say like, no, I I need to do something different. Because if you're not going to do something different, this is where you're going to stay. So I said all of this because that what spirit wants us to work with in this new intention moving forward is the yeah, the Nine of Cups. I love this card. I love this is like this is such a beautiful bright color, just so happy. Like, and that's what it means. It's happiness, it's joy, it's all of your dreams, all of your wishes, all everything. The gluttony of life, not in an unhealthy way, but the fulfilling. What spirit wants you to start really setting the intention with, and this new moon is to set the intention of having all your four pillars filled. You're fulfilled emotionally, you're fulfilled mentally, you're fulfilled physically, and you're fulfilled spiritually. If you have all those four pillars fulfilled, you're going to be full of life. And right now, that's what many of you are lacking is that fullness that life can offer. And it's not, and again, I'm not coming here scolding you, and I'm not here to say like you're doing it wrong. What spirit really wants to know, it's like, my child, like you have an opportunity. You have these things in front of you. Let's do something. Let's do better. Let's create the future you truly want. And this new moon is really pushing us towards it. It's really to keep us grounded and really to move us in that direction. Because with the Nine of Cups, I really am seeing that happiness, that joy, that everything you want, the luxuries of life, the gifts of life, the abundance of life. And it's so funny because as I'm looking at the card, I got called to her tattoo right here. So yes, and it's a heart. So wear your heart on your sleeve. Yes, life has done you dirty. I know I said this in one workshop not too long ago. Life is not meant to be easy. I mean, it's a bitch, 100%. And yet don't let that deter you from really finding the joys in life. Because what I'm thank you, Spirit. What we are putting out is what we're going to be bringing in as well. And sometimes, yes, what we put out doesn't always come back and doesn't always return. And because however, what Spirit wants to know is because that's the lesson right there. There's also this point of you can't keep pouring out and pouring out and pouring out to people and expecting them to pour back into you when at the end of the day, reality, you're not even pouring into yourself. This reminds me of when people say, "Oh, well, I just want to be loved. I want to be loved." And it's you can't be loved if you don't even love yourself. The way you treat yourself is the way how treat people are going to treat you. The way you respect yourself is the way people are going to respect you. So if you can't respect yourself, you can't expect someone to respect you. And so, uh, why am I talking about this? I have no idea. Spirit just brought that in. Thank you. But so yeah, with the Nine of Cups, that's what this new moon is really wanting us to push forward is what is it that's going to make you happy? What is it that you need in your life again to have all your four pillars fulfilled? And what I mean about four pillars, for those of you who have looked into my Unlocking Your Inner Comadre program, we talk about the four pillars in the program. There's, again, your emotional pillar, your mental pillar, your physical pillar, and your spiritual pillar. You need all of those four pillars to be grounded, to be stable, to have a solid foundation. And right now, that's what this new moon is really pushing us to really examine and look at. Are my four pillars fulfilled? And if not, what action steps can I take to start filling up those pillars? Because I mean, I love that it's 8 and 9, but I mean, you can see the contrast between these both of these images. The self-restriction. I mean, it looks gloomy, it's dark, it's yeah, gloomy. And yet the yellow over here, the brightness, the joy, the happiness, like those two very contrasting images. And that's why with this new moon, familia, we're going to really set that intention moving forward with this joy and happiness as our pillar, as our core for our pillars. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So with that said, with that intention, what are the action steps, Spirit, that we can start taking moving forward? Like, what is it one thing that we can move forward with this? What are the action steps that we can take? Because again, when we set intentions, we need action steps. It's not just saying an intention. You got to do something about it. So what's the intention, Spirit? Mm, mm. Okay, so we have revolution. In the traditional deck, that's the Tower. Seven of Swords right behind it. And then underneath the deck is the Five of Swords. So one of the things that immediately when I see swords, I'm always thinking logic. I'm always thinking in our heads. I'm always thinking, the air. Um, get out of your head. Like just get out of your head. Many of you get stuck in your head. AKA what I'm also hearing with this of getting in your head is stop letting your ego dictate your steps. Stop letting your ego dictate what is it that you need to be doing, or the thoughts, the way you talk to yourself, the way you yeah, I'm hearing the way you're mean to yourself. I just heard like it's be gentle, be kind, be compassionate towards yourself. Anyways, I had to say that. So the action steps, what oh spirit, this okay. I know that many people don't like the Tower card. Many people don't like Revolution. And that's exactly what Spirit is really saying. In order for you to find this happiness, you got to be more intentional of cutting those ties with what is not keeping you happy. And I know it's hard. I know it's not easy to just say, well, you know, this situation's not making me happy and just to cut it off. Like there's so many layers to it. There's so many different variables, different conditions, different things that tie it all together. 100% aware of that. The thing is that again, you got to take baby steps. You got to take one of those steps moving forward. And if it's going to fall apart, let it fall apart. You got to let it fall apart. You got to let things burn. You got to let things you gotta you can't, again, you have no control over it. If things are gonna fall apart, let them fall apart, because believe me, familia, after things burn down, that's where birth comes again. That's where rebirth comes. That's where the new comes. And you're not, none of that's going to happen until you let things fall apart, until you cut those cords, until you cut those situations, those things out of your life, until you finally say, I'm not doing this anymore. Nothing's going to change. And that's what the Seven of Swords right behind it really represents, is that's when you again can be free. You can escape from what keeps you stuck, what's keeping you in your cage. And it's so interesting right now. As I said, your cage, the image that came through was of I'm not on social media, so I have no idea where this video came from. But there was a video somewhere in the world, I seen of a bird who was really celebrating when he was released from his cage, and his cage was being destroyed. And that's what like not the cages that we've built ourselves, they need to be destroyed. And then when they're destroyed, yes, it's going to hurt you. For many of you, it's going to hurt you. The thing is, I want you to also start celebrating that because again, that means that's falling apart to create something new. Things need to fall apart to create new things. Again, that's why we release. We release to bring in. And so Spirit is saying, hey, you want to bring in this happiness, you got to start cutting out what's not keeping you happy. You got to start burning that away. This hence the reason why we use fire a lot. And I personally use fire in all of my rituals and all of my magic. Like burning just really is significant. And while you do that, and it's so funny because as I look down, I read that defend the sacred. And while you do that, that's what you're defending. What is sacred to you? What are your values? What are your morals? What are the things that again make you you? And burning everything else that's not belong to that, burning that away. And with the Five of Swords underneath the deck, what this is showing me is that the challenge that many of you will face with this is that it is going to it's going to push you into survivor mode. And I know being in survival mode is it's exhausting because we're always surviving and we're not meant to, we're meant to thrive, we're meant to live. And so just be very well aware of that. And again, this is where those coping mechanisms come in. That's where healthier habits come in. Breath work, I'm hearing. For many of you, just stop and breathe. Just take a moment to center yourself. Even if it's the 3-3-3 method that I love to use in the beginning of my workshop. Just take a moment, take 3 deep breaths, and then keep going. Again, grounding yourself is going to be essential. I'm hearing for this cycle, especially as things around you are falling apart. So stay grounded, remain grounded, and really find ways that will help you stay grounded. I'm hearing again, get more physically active. Here in my area, the sun's been out. It's been beautiful weather, so it's like that urge of getting out. Connect with nature. I'm really hearing Mother Earth, Gaia is really there to help you and ground you. So do more earthing. Go outside barefoot. Walk around in the grass barefoot if you can. And if you can't, still connect with nature in the best way you can. Bring in nature into your home, bring in plants, bring in flowers, because that will really help you stay connected. And Gaia is happy to be there. Mother Gaia is very happy to be there and support you on this journey. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's close this out with your chisme. So, after all of this, like Spirit, what's the hope? What's the chisme? What is it that La Familia can look forward to with their happiness, with, getting rid of what is not keeping them happy? What is it, Spirit? What is it? What's your chisme? What is your chisme? Okay, okay. We have the Queen of Cups, Ace of Swords, the Chariot, and Page of Cups underneath the deck. Emotional intelligence is very much needed during this time because when you are emotionally aware of your stuff, your awareness, you're also very well aware of how it impacts and affects those around you. It impacts the people in your life, the people you love, the people you don't love. And that's the thing that the Queen of Cups really is representing this throne of emotions where you can handle it's being aware and alchemizing those emotions the good ones, the bad ones, all of them, but being able to harness them to move you forward. So, for example, for many of you, I'm hearing the anger that you're holding on to, that anger that you have, that frustration, that rage. Don't bottle it up. It's really about how can you take your anger, how can you alchemize it, and how can you push it towards where it needs to go? How can you push it and use it towards something useful, something that's really going to help you versus you swallowing it and always keeping it stuck inside of you. And so you need to alchemize your emotions, alchemize all of this, have that emotional intelligence, because from there, that's what the Ace of Swords right behind it represents. That's where you will make those action steps. That is when you will realize you are the Swiss Army knife. You're like, I can do anything I need to do because I have the skills, I have the ability, I have the confidence, I have the trust. Like it's like you have it. You have it. It's so funny because as I look down, all I saw, I see like the bundle of sage. Yes, like you can sage as much as you need to, and you can, connect yourself spiritually. And in fact, you yourself are the sage. You yourself are the person that not just alchemizes for yourself, but the moment you start doing that, familia, you're gonna see people will be attracted to you. You will bring in the people that need to help you, and you will call out and expel the people who are not going to be helping you. Because that's what the Ace of Swords really represents. It's again, it's like you got to take those action steps and those opportunities will come. You just have to be in a place to start seeing those opportunities. And so thank you, Spirit. And Spirit just said, and there's many opportunities that are happening. Many opportunities are going to come. It's up to you to pay attention. And I know some of those opportunities are going to be scary because you're just like, I don't know, is this it? Is this not? Is this a test? Is this going to be easy? Pray on it, meditate on it, pause. I learned three P's yesterday. It was pause, pray, proceed. Sometimes that's all you need to do. If you have an opportunity coming your way and you're just like, and this opportunity triggers your emotions, and you're just like, oh my God, what do I do? Just pause, pray, talk to higher power, talk to Gus, talk to spirit, talk to your deity, and then proceed. We got to get better at postponing action until serenity emerges. We got to get better at just pausing before we take a moment, an action step, because, and that's what, again, chariot right behind it. Then you move forward. Then you move forward. Again, you be aware of your triggers, be aware of what's coming up emotionally. Look at your action steps, look at what your options are. Then be that badass person that you are and move forward. Move forward in the direction towards the future. Stop moving backwards. You got to stop moving backwards because moving backwards is not going to help you. So you gotta move forward, familia. We're moving forward here. We're not moving backwards. And it's funny. I just heard move forward with you in control of your emotions. Again, all you have control over. You're not going to be, you cannot move forward in controlling others. You cannot move forward controlling the situations. You cannot move forward controlling anything. No, because you can't. You can only move forward being aware and controlling your emotions, controlling your responses, controlling your reactions. So yeah, I love that, Spirit. Thank you. So take that. And if an opportunity with this new moon, with the intention of happiness, the intention of really doing things that bring us more joy, bring us more happiness, when opportunities come, before you jump on it, I do encourage you to pause, be aware of your emotions, what's coming up for you emotionally, what's come up for you mentally, what's coming up for you physically, what's coming up for you spiritually. Then create your action steps, then pray on it, talk about it with your higher power, talk about it with yourself, whatever that means for you. And then proceed, then make those steps, then start moving forward. But none of that's going to happen until you really get, and there's a page of cups underneath the deck. None of this is going to happen until you start really being aware of your emotions, of your home of expression. You got to, emotional intelligence, familia. And for many of you, and that's okay, I'm hearing that for many of you, it's like, well, I don't know where to start. I don't even know where to begin. That's okay. That right there is already the first step. Not knowing, being aware of that, and then just put it out there to Gus, saying, hey, what should be my next step? And then listen. The answer will come. The answer can come through, oh, it's so funny. Thank you. It can come through a movie. It can come through a song. It can come through a conversation with someone. It could come through something you're reading. The answer will come. The thing is that when the answer comes and you start questioning that, the answer came. Sometimes it's not the answer you want, and that's where we get stuck. Sometimes it's not the answer you want. And the thing is that when you know that, when you know deep inside, because oh, I just heard right now a message right here. Someone wants to break up with someone. Someone's not sure because again, that happiness, you're not sure about this relationship, and you're like, I don't know, I'm not really happy, but I want to be with them because so you're gonna go look for your answer, knowing that deep down inside the answer's already that you need to leave them. This is what I mean. You already know the answers, but when you keep going and looking for answers that you want, this is the cycle of insanity. This is you keep doing the same thing over again. This is you again, you keep praying to spirit, should I leave him? Should I leave him? Should I leave them? And spirit's like, I've been telling you yes, and yet you're still there. And again, I understand that that's not the variables to relationships ending. I know that there's so many factors that play into this. I'm just a messenger here, familia. I'm just passing on the message, okay? Okay, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so now that we did all of this, let us write our petition. Hold on, let me leave this out so I remember what the petition is. Okay. Let's write out the petition and then we will begin. I have all these pins up here. I don't even know if any of these work. Yes, this one does. Okay. Here we go. So I'm going to write the petition and then we're going to set our intention with the candle. We're going to light it as we meditate and then we'll be good. So you are more than welcome to write your own petition with whatever you want to set the intention for with this new moon. This again is the collective's petition. So this is for all of us together. Okay, so under this new moon, we set the intention of finding our happiness and joys through our four pillars, emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual. We release what keeps us stuck and ask Bess to guide us through our emotions, our emotional intelligence, for the courage and strength to take the next step, take the right, take the next right step, take the next right step towards the future we want. Oh, what a beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessed be, Spirit. Thank you. Now, if you want to fold your petition, I'm not going to fold it because it's small, but if you want to fold it, remember you're going to fold it towards you, okay? because we are setting this intention. We are calling it in. Okay. I'm going to share my screen so in that way you can, for those of you who want to journal or want to, yeah. So there is our journaling prompts. You can take a look. This is what you can journal or meditate on as we are meditating for yourself. So what is one major goal you want to achieve by the next new moon? What limiting belief am I ready to release to move forward? And what intention feels true and not forced? So here is your journaling prompt. If you are choose to follow it with this new moon to really take the messages I shared and really set your own intentions for yourself personally. As you are looking at that, I am going to get myself situated for the candle. Okay. And then we're going to meditate and then we're going to be good. Okay. Oh, actually, I forgot to do this part, but that's okay. I'm going to remember if for those of you who have your own candle, put your candle on your left hand and then put your right hand over it. Actually, I'm going to turn on my camera now. I could do that. Uh, hold on. So, left hand, right hand over it. You're going to breathe into it and you're just going to set the intention that this candle is going to light your path. Set the intention of this candle is going to help you under this new moon to set the intention of finding our happiness and joys through our four pillars, which are emotional, physical, and mental and spiritual. We set this intention to also release what keeps us stuck and ask us to guide us through our emotional intelligence for courage and strength to take the next right step towards the future we want. Blessed be. Okay, so here it is. I'm going to I think I'm going to stop sharing screen at this point now so you guys can focus on the candle. And then we're going to get grounded. Light the candle. Okay. And then we are now going to meditate. So get comfortable. I'll walk you through this quick guided meditation to just bring all of this into awareness for you. If you want to close your eyes or focus on the candle, it's your choice. Go ahead and take a deep breath in through your nose, all the way in. Hold on top. Hold. And release. Let it all go. Another big breath all the way in. Hold on top. And release. Let it all go. Last one, make it count. The biggest breath you've taken all the way in. I want you to squeeze your body, squeeze your hands, squeeze as you hold your breath. And release. Let it all go. You can release your squeeze. Relax into your body. Relax to your center. Breathe at your normal pace. In and out. I want you to imagine that right in front of you is your bonfire. Or you could focus on your fire, your flame in front of you, or focus on this candle on your screen. And I just want you to connect with your fire. This is your source. This is your energy. This is your higher power. This is Gus. You're going to connect using your five senses. So I want you to think of what your fire would look like. Look at the colors. What is the flame doing? Want you to imagine the smells that come from your bonfire, from your flame. These could be smells that bring you joy, that feel connection. Want you to take a moment and listen. Listen to what's around you. Listen to your bonfire. I want you to take a moment and taste. Imagine tasting your bonfire. Imagine tasting the flame and what would it taste like? Just joys that bring you as you taste your favorite flavors out there in the world. And then just imagine the smells that come from your bonfire and the feeling, the touch. You feel wrapped around in a warm blanket and a puffy cloud. Remember, there's no right or wrong. Use your five senses of what you see, what you smell, what you taste, what you hear, and what you feel, the touch. Breathe in and out. I want you to imagine that from your bonfire comes your inner butterfly. This is the butterfly that guides you. This is your connection to your spirit team, your spirit guides, your ancestors, your deity, your beautiful butterfly. And I want you to imagine that it's flying towards you. And as you see it flying, you see that it's leaving behind a trail of white light. And it starts to fly in circles around you, going around and around and around in circles, wrapping you up in a cocoon of protection, going around. And you're wrapped up in your cocoon, and your butterfly lands on the top of your head. And the moment it does, it leaves shimmering light going down your body, down your face, down your shoulders, down your chest, your stomach, your legs, your thighs, your feet, down, going further down to the core of Mother Earth, past the dirt, past the soil, past the bones, to the core. And you're connected above and below. You are safe in your cocoon of protection. As you're in your cocoon, I want you to start just thinking of those things that are not bringing you joy, the things that are holding you down, the people that are holding you down, even the thoughts that you have about yourself. And as you have them, I want you to imagine that the butterfly just sucks them out of you, just right through your head, takes the thought and takes it into the butterfly. Just sucks it up. Just hand everything over to your butterfly. You can do a quick body scan starting from your bottom of your feet. Just cleanse it. Imagine this white light traveling through your legs, up your body, sucking up all of the gunk, all of the dirt, all of the negativity, all of the darkness. Breathe in and out. Going up your legs, up your thighs, up your hips, your stomach, your back, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your fingers, up your head, into your butterfly. Now I want you to imagine that your butterfly is flying into the bonfire, taking everything it took from you, transmuting it into the flames, transmuting it into love. Breathe in and out. And I really just want you to take a moment and set the intentions as you're looking at your bonfire with your butterfly, taking everything. What is it that you want under this new moon? What goals do you want to achieve? What limiting beliefs have you let go of? What attention feels true for you? What do you want moving forward? Now imagine that from your beautiful bonfire comes your inner, your inner comadre, inner compadre, or inner comextre. This is your higher self. This is your most aligned version of you. And they come out of the bonfire walking towards you. And I want you to give them a big hug full of love. Just receive everything that they have for you. Breathe in and out. And in this moment, I want you to just take a moment and receive the messages, receive the downloads, receive whatever it is that you need from your comadre, compadre, and comextre. Breathe in and out. What is it that you need to have your pillars fulfilled emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually? What is it that you need to feel full of life in all aspects of your life? To feel so full that you can't take any more. What would that feel like? And imagine that feeling. But a good full. Breathe in and out. What do you need from your higher self? What do you need from your divine? Breathe in and out. It's time for your higher self to start going back to the bonfire. So, any last minute messages? Now's the time. And as you see them starting to walk away, I just want you to sit with gratitude, the emotion of gratitude, and imagine this gratitude vibrating through your body. Be grateful for everything, grateful for this moment, grateful for the messages. Breathe in and out. Let this gratitude vibrate through you, in you, out of you. And then I want you to start putting your bonfire away. There's no right or wrong to that. You can come back to it anytime you want. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and take a deep breath in, all the way in. Hold on top. And release. Let it all go. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes if you haven't done so already. And welcome back. Let me move my camera back over here. Hold on. Okay. Okay. There we are. Okay. So here is our petition. And here's my cauldron this time. And we're going to burn it. There it is. Burn, burn, burn. Oh, it burned nice. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. I will leave our candle burning. I will actually move it safely and transport it over to my altar and let it burn there throughout. But yeah, that's it, familia. We are done. Thank you for being here. Thank you for participating. I love you all so much. If you want to stay, I have a few announcements. Other than that, we're done. So thank you again for being here. With all of this, I am sending you all so much fire and butterflies. And as always, don't forget to love your now. Bye. Announcements. Okay. So I'm recording this on Thursday, May 14th. Next week on May the 23rd, I am going to be having a Color Me Rage healing art workshop. I am so excited for it. Oh, I'm just so excited. Um, so I still have, I think at this point I have like a couple spots left. So if you're interested, you can reach out to me, leave a message in the comment, or go to my website and check it out to register. It is pay what you can, and it is going to be located here in Modesto, California. So if you have any questions, just hit me up. I'm here. Um, I have to so I've sat down, I've scheduled all of the workshops for the rest of the month in my on paper. I haven't sat down and scheduled them on YouTube yet, but my goal is to get that done. So they will be all up there. So you will not miss a workshop. Well, if, the date will be there. Um, and so I'm excited about that. Other than that, I mean, I- personally, I've been tr still trying to catch up from April. I don't know. I do know what April was. April was interesting. And I'm so blessed and grateful that I have an amazing friend, the cosmic cleric, who is my like astrologer, and she tells me everything, and I'm just like, yep, that aligns, that makes sense, that resonates. Yep, 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 yep. So yes, the movement of the planets really are fucking with me. But I we roll with it, right? Because I have no control over that. So it's been a beautiful journey lately. So bear with me. I know that I had came back and have been more active on YouTube and more active personally on stuff. I can't seem to find balance between motherhood and Lindsay. And so that is something I'm still working on. That's actually something I'm going to be setting the intention with this new moon, me personally, when I do my own workshop, not workshop, my own ritual. Um, this weekend to really just I want to be able to find this balance to bring in my own happiness with with motherhood and career woman. Like it's oh, familia. And motherhood is challenging. I've been struggling with it so much lately. Yeah, yeah. I I can go into a whole tangent about it, but I'm not going to. Not today, not right now. But I want to be again, I have so many ideas for podcast episodes. I just no time. Like it's just da 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 da. I also have so many ideas for more letters to La Familia, but again, I just have to be more. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know. But I could just sit here and complain and talk about it all the time, but I won't. Anyways, okay, I'm done. I love you. I'm done rambling. I'm done chatting. This has already been long enough. I'm so glad you're all here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, familia. I love you all so much. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for reaching out. I know recently one of you reached out and said, "Hey, you're back." I'm like, "I know. I'm so back. I'm glad because life be lifing." But I really do appreciate it. I do read the comments. I do read my emails. I do. Um, I'm just really grateful for all of you. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I'm done. I'm done rambling. I think this was already long enough. I love you. Bye.